Hi everybody, Tasha here from Piximommy's Reborns. Welcome back. So it's baby Arthur today. So who all that follow me guessed that baby Arthur would be the perfect baby to put this Zara outfit in that I just showed in my last video and showed the haul. I had gotten this for Oscar. These beautiful little linen plaid print shorts. Um, just love them. And this gorgeous textured linen long sleeve lightweight shirt with the two wooden buttons and the working pocket. But this is size 1 to 3 months in the shorts and the top because that's the smallest that came. The rompers I got were the 0 to 1 month, which is perfect. But however, these shorts kind of looked silly on Oscar. They may look real big on Arthur too, but I think he'll pull it off better. And I thought of the long sleeves for him, of course, because he is quarter arms. He is the Gounchin sculpt by Chenza Dolls. And to those of you that are new, Arthur here was reborn by me. So he was the last baby that I finished. And I absolutely adore him. We'll take his little passy out for now. So I think he'll look really sweet in that outfit, and I was happy that, like, at least I'm like, okay, I have a baby that'll look really nice on, that's, newer to me in my collection, that, I'm still dressing and enjoying. Not that I don't, well, actually, I don't really dress all my dolls. Some few of my dolls are packed away in my hope chest. That's something I was actually chatting with another dolly collector the other day about collections and the directions we go, and slimming down, and being able to finally let go of babies that we may have been attached to or even had for a long time or thought we would never let go of, to make room for the new, and to also make it so that we can enjoy what we have. I think that's an probably an ongoing struggle for a lot of us collectors, is we feel overwhelmed with our collections and don't know how to necessarily let go of dolls, but we keep getting that itch and urge or bringing in more. And gosh, it's just, oh, I love this Munchkin so much. Let me fix his diaper up a little bit. It's squeezing his tummy a lot, and it slides on his butt a little bit sometimes, but oh my gosh, he is. Look at these legs. Look at these rolls. I just, could eat this baby up. He is so scrumptiously delicious. When you start with a sculpt that, when I put him on his body, just to, take pictures of the sculpt and see what he looked like on his body before I put a drop of paint on him, he looked so adorable and so realistic. And so I feel like when you start with a sculpt that's such a beautiful sculpt and has such realism and such detail, it's hard to go wrong. You know, I've seen dolls go terribly wrong that were not necessarily extremely detailed or extremely realistic looking sculpts, from the start. I feel like those dolls are harder to work on. I would think, especially for a newer artist, I would think that like seasoned prototype artists, can take something and make it, you know, turn it into very realistic with their, art and the illusion of the realism. Um, Whereas that's not so easy to do. Like, I feel like for newer artists, the realism in the sculpt allows us to then build on that. um, instead of trying to cover up that it looks like a doll, like just to be able to build on the realism. That's my opinion. I'll give you all good look. He looks so red. Oh my goodness. Because I'm pre-recording, so it's Saturday evening and it's rainy. It's like past dusk, but it's not totally dark. But it's like the lighting is horrible. He looks like a tomato. Like I don't even know if this will help make it worse, make it bad. I don't even know. I'm trying to like move the lights. I did back one of the lights off because I felt like it was too much light on Oscar and the outfit. That maybe helps a little bit. And he is quite colorful. He is definitely a blotchy baby. I feel like this is why I like to paint small babies and preemies better, because it's kind of my style painting. I'm more loud with the colors. And I love it. I love the blotchy. I love very mottled baby. But I could have done like probably a tad bit less on him because he's just bigger, but he's still, supposed to be newborn. So I guess, I mean, I love him and it's my style, for sure, of what I like in painting. So, and I love his milk bombs. And I got, some texture here and on his nose. I was able to get some of that texture. I was able to get the lanuga. He's got barely their eyebrows because that's just what I prefer. I love his expression. You just want to squish his cheeks. And I love his reading is rather sparse. I could have worked better and on his swirl in the back. He almost like needs a little bit more hair, but I'm just not going to go back and, he's complete. So, I mean, I could at a later time if I really wanted to, but I don't know. Some of the dolls that I paint, I wind up like that I really, really love. That I feel I like, love the way that they came out. I have wound up just enjoying for a bit and then selling on. So, I'm just, I'm just keeping moving forward in my painting and doing new dolls. And I think Arthur is real sweet the way that he is. So let's see him in this outfit as I'm rambling on and on and on here. I'm going to get y'all back up on the tripod. Always nice to see a Zara outfit. Well, I feel like that lighting's maybe a little better, but it's also hard when you have a baby that's got a lot of color. They tend to come up redder or whatever in general, like even in photos. I feel like they're more difficult to get their true skin tone down to show, but look at this. Oh goodness, yes, this kind of looks so cute on him. Look at the pudgy. I think I'm gonna keep this under the little belly because just look at how cute that Oh my goodness. I mean, they could go up like this when the shirt goes on, but it was just like this is just like I just want to take a picture of him just in his little body with just the shorts. Because it looks so cute. Look at that. Tell me that is not adorable. Give Arthur a thumbs up. Run now, give him a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. And, baby Arthur, come here. Come here, buddy. Like, he's such a chugger. He's such a chugger bugger. Baby Arthur says, oh, he says, I'm falling over here. Mommy, help me. Hit that notification bell to all. Look at those chubba wubba legs. Look at those chubba wubba legs and feet. Like, ugh. It's like he's such a character. He's like so real. Oh my goodness. Like, you always look at things afterwards. Like, I'm like, I could have trimmed his hair a little shorter. I feel like as well. And like I said, giving him more. He almost really doesn't have a swirl in the back. Oh, look at his arms. In the back. Like, it's there when you make it, but it's very sparse. I don't know what happened at the end. Whatever. It's just, I think he's just super realistic, and he's just got his own little character. Looking at him makes me like have the itch to want to paint my conjoined twins, the kit that I put away so that I would have for myself. But they were so much work. Because it's like 2 whole faces. It's like doing 2 whole heads, except even more difficult because you have to, get the rooting to flow together between the babies. Like, they were a challenge to paint, but I loved every minute of it. And root. But boy, and that did my back in and my back. I don't even know if I could do, like, to that point. That's kind of why I'm also afraid to, like, let babies go. Because I just don't know necessarily, because it's like, oh yeah, I have the kit, I could paint it again, but, like, when you don't know if your back is going to hold out to paint something in the future or do that rooting and stuff, it then becomes, like, oh goodness, I don't know. And of course, there's always the option of painting and then sending my dolls off to be rooted. I mean, a good rooting job nowadays is quite expensive. It's, over $300, and it could be more. It's like, could be between $300 and $500. And I don't blame these rooters, these artists that root, because like when I'm there rooting, I am cussing up a storm. I am in so much pain, and I am saying to myself, you couldn't possibly pay me enough to do this. No amount of money, right in the moment when you're in the painstaking process of rooting, you are, or I am saying to myself, you couldn't pay me enough. So that's where I'm at, but maybe, I mean, some artists really crank them out and root and are finishing dolls constantly. So, obviously they're managing. I do have, serious back issues and have some serious pain that I seem to have a little bit more of managed now that have lost some weight and I'm walking and stuff. And every time I sit down to paint, it's like I propel myself back into, like pain bad. So yeah. So I'm afraid now, like, Like half pint is like my favorite sculpt, my open eye preemie, and I let both my half pints go, and now I'm like, I need to paint that baby again because I desperately want half pint in my collection. Y'all know how I am with my preemies. So I'm like, I'm not sure if what like that's just what I'm saying. I'm just not sure where I'm going. I know I've said, and I have people, usually every time I share Arthur, I have, at least somebody ask, oh, if you're gonna sell him, please let me know. And I feel bad because I like, so there's such a part of the joy in when you've painted a doll and then someone else getting to enjoy your work. Look at him. Just look at him. Um, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, there is a serious joy in that for sure. Oh gosh, this outfit is just so perfect on him. I know the shirt will fit Oscar, and the shorts I can, if I want to do some photos, because I love this outfit. But look at you all that saw the video with Oscar, like they look so silly on Oscar. They looked humongous and he's short, whereas Arthur is lanky and, you know, got the chub to him. So look at how perfect that is. Oh my gosh, this is photos galore. I'm missing AZ, and he's in the Hope chest, and I know this will also fit AZ. Adorable. And I have a adorable little pair of like brown leather sandals that are nice and small. They're the from the Children's Place. I got them a couple years ago, and they're a bit big for Oscar's foot, but they fit AZ's foot, and then I know they'll fit um Arthur's foot. So, and they'll be perfect, like the brown leather sandals with that. I don't want to cover his feet. Like I have the socks out, but his feet, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah. His feet is like one of my favorite things about his painting, that I feel like I got like so much how I of my style of what I like. I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more blue in there in the inside there on the foot in the arch, but I got good enough. There's, yellows and the blue, and then his, feet are nice and red because they're all, they're moving and wrinkly, and he's got the little rolls on his ankles. I like the way his little nails came out. I don't tip them. I just leave them like the, I guess, quote, natural. I don't like when the babies look like they have like French manicures. um, I know some of you all like that. It's formal. It's just my taste. It's not like anything. But yeah, I love this foot. You could see more of like the purpley blues in there in the arch of his foot. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. And his coloring is just, as I said, it's loud. He's colorful, but I am not a peaches and cream or fair skin baby. I mean, unless it's like a baby, like Claire's albino baby is just freaking phenomenal. But she's put color in like all the right places, and he's incredible. But yeah, for me, for the most part, this is what I like. And he's got just a little bit of hair up there. If I trim it a little bit, I think it'll curl. Like, I might give that just ever so slightly a little bit trim. And look at how real he looks. I could just stand here all night playing with him. Like, look at him. I don't know if you all love him as much as I do, but I could just sit here and look at this beast all night long. Boop. All right, I'll show you what the socks look like on him, and I'll do photos for Instagram, so don't forget, if you're not following me on Instagram, go in the description of the video. It's the little triangle on the bottom of the screen, and click on it. The description drops down like a menu, and you will see a link where you can follow me on Instagram. I always put the information of the sculpt and the outfits and things. You know what, the things that I feature in the video is typed out in the description. So if you all have any questions, some of them can probably be answered in there. And there's information for my memberships as well, or my channel membership. So I was contemplating between these two socks. For Oscar, I think let's just put one on one foot and one on the other, and we'll just kind of see which ones look better. Though I'm gonna probably just take pictures without the socks, or maybe I'll do some with, some without, we'll say. But because either way, I want to see some of those feet. Oh, they both kind of look cute. I feel like now y'all have to say which socks you like better. I'm feeling like this, the style on this, like this is more of like actually like that open knit. And this is more of like a textured. I think these go a little bit better, but I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm not great at that. Like some of you all that like my clothing and style and stuff, like you forget, those of you that have been here, like, you know, this doesn't come natural to me. Like I self-taught, I guess, as far as like, it's more of like, I know what I like, but it's more of knowing, first off, knowing where to find things, and you know, da 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 da, even what things are called, and then it's a matter of like what really looks good with what, you know, what matches correctly, what, you know. So I don't know though. I'm not sure. I think maybe the other ones. I think we're just gonna have to put both sets on to see which. Yeah, I think I like the Jamie K. So let me know in the comments, Jamie K or other. I'm not sure which brand these ones were from. I'm not sure. They might be Jamie K too. They're bigger. Yeah. All right, but just we'll call these other, and these ones Jamie K. And let me know which socks you like better. Personally, I like barefoot best. I know I'm gonna love the the sandals when I get them out. But this is just all around like what a beautiful outfit on him. All right, everyone. Don't forget to give Arthur a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know which socks you like, what you think of Arthur. Weigh in on the conversation about like the realism of sculpts and, you know, I mean, I guess it's just common sense that it's going to be easier to for a newer artist to paint a sculpt when you're starting out with a sculpt that has a lot of detail and a lot of realism, where like the blank kit, when you put the blank kit together on the body, like that alone would like trick somebody that doesn't know about these dolls, and they might at first glance think it's a real baby, not even painted and rooted, you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. And some of these kits are that real. We don't realize it necessarily because we're used to seeing them finished, but a lot of the kits can be extremely real. So yeah, weigh in on that. And you know, it's in as collectors, it's helpful information to think about, especially if you're looking for the ultimate realism. The sculpt is very, very important, and loving the sculpt as a blank, loving the way the doll is sculpted is key to finding those babies that are going to ping your heart. All right, everyone. Till next time, God bless.